Hello YouTube, welcome to sort of a new series by me, Omega Productions. Now, this series is basically just going to be me talking about my top 5 of various different sort of lists and rankings. First one is my top 5 underrated stories. So before I start though, if you have any suggestions, because the next one will be overrated, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments and I might get around to them. So I want to save like my top 10 episodes of all time for another video. Well, obviously, but for another time, like for a special. So yeah, so that one I will be doing at some point, and I'll probably be splitting modern and classic up into 2 lists. So anyway, yeah, let's just get into this video. So this isn't any particular order, it's just 5 that I thought of off the top of my head. So yeah, I'm going to start with the first one. Is The Chase. Now, I might get a lot of hate for this particular comment, but The Chase is so far my favourite 60s Dalek story. Yeah, not my favourite 60s story, but my favourite 60s Dalek story. It's not my favourite Dalek story anyway, but yeah. And just the reason why is just because it's so fun. And personally, I think the Daleks, the second ever episode, is overrated, and the Dalek Invasion of Earth is overrated. I haven't seen the Daleks Master Plan, haven't seen either of the Daleks. I've seen the animation of Power, but maybe if it was here, I probably would prefer that more. But if this one is completely here, you got a bit of extra bonus points. It's just so fun. Different scenes, you get different places. The Doctor and the guys actually running from the Daleks. It seemed like a realistic thing, like you would have to avoid them, and the Daleks were trying to stop them. And like the departure of Ian and Barbara, because as soon as they leave, you just know they are destined to be a couple. Like the introduction of Stephen briefly in this one, even if he sort of gets confused in how he stowed away on the TARDIS a little bit right at the end. Well, yeah. There's not really much more I can say, but this is just a very underrated episode, and I personally feel like it should get appreciated a lot more, honestly, because I really don't see why it doesn't get a lot of love. It is a brilliant episode. So yeah, number 5 is The Chase. So now on number 4, and number 4 is Love and Monsters. Yeah, but I just want to start by saying this isn't one of my favourite episodes of all time. I know this episode has a lot of hate. I do feel it is severely underrated. Now, but before we get into, I think I should dust the Absolver off. I think Victor Kennedy was a great character. You could really see just the power behind him. But the Absolver off, I don't think is a great villain. Obviously he was made by a kid in a contest, and that does show, I won't deny that. But if you just think about the plot and not the Absolver of as much, I think this is a great episode. So anyway, let's just get into it. Anyway, I feel like Love and Monsters is an episode designed about fans. It's like Elton has made friends through their common interest, the Doctor. So that's given him a friend, which was Ursula, I think that's her name. I haven't seen it in a while. And then he's also made a whole group of friends through the show, which many people in this show have to, and I hope to do one day. It's about fans. He wants to meet the Doctor so badly, which is us when we go to conventions. So this basically is a parallel to many Doctor Who fans' lives. Obviously we wouldn't have any monsters or actually meeting the Doctor, we'd meet the actors, but you can just see the sort of resemblances. You really just feel like they made it about fans, and that is what I love about it. Just a nice, fun. Obviously I don't want to do this too often because it would get stale and I would not enjoy that, but it still is about fans. So yeah, this is just a good episode in my opinion, and I don't believe it should get the hate it gets. So yeah, number 4 on my underrated episodes, my top 5 underrated episodes, is Love and Monsters. So my next underrated episode I thought was the Space Museum. Now this episode I think is really underrated. But before I really get into it, I just want to say this isn't one of the best episodes of all time. Similar to Love and Monsters, it isn't a brilliant episode, like it isn't top 10 quality, but it is still just an enjoyable watch. Because for both of them, when you watch it, you enjoy it. It's not like one of those ones I just want to just turn it off. I just enjoy watching it, and just everything about it is just enjoyable and a fun watch. And because some of the episodes I dislike are usually ones that are either boring, not enjoyable, because the effects don't really matter as much in Doctor Who. It's more a plot, so if I enjoy it. And this one I did enjoy. This one I thought was a brilliant episode. This comes with The Chase, which is on this list. So yeah, this is an underrated episode, and I hope you guys agree with this one. So yeah, but I'm going to try and keep the rest of these short, because I just realised the first two took 5 minutes to get up to that point, so I'm going to try and keep these a bit shorter now. So yeah, my next on my list is the Space Museum. So yeah, next on my list is Logopolis. Now this is the final episode of the 4th Doctor, and the first proper appearance of Anthony Ainley as the Master, I believe. Now I'm just going to start off by saying this is one of my personal favourite regeneration stories. It's not the best, but it is definitely up there. That's a list for another time. But yeah, I just like this first appearance of Tegan as well as a companion. And yeah, I just personally like the chemistry between Anthony and the 4th Doctor in this a little bit. The chemistry, to see that blossoming. I like Adric in this, who I do think is a great companion. I like the way Nyssa comes back. I like the Watcher. I think that's a good concept. And yeah, there's just quite a lot I like of this episode. So yeah, next on my list is Logopolis. So the 5th and final underrated episode on this list is the sequel to Logopolis. Well, the next episode, and it is Castle of Alva. Now yeah, this episode I think is also one of the best opening episodes to a Doctor. I mean, Peter Davis I do love as the Doctor, and I think this is a great start to him. Like the Zero Room, like the bit with the Master and Adric, sort of taking Adric. I like just the way that they were trying to get used to a new Doctor, because Tegan only just met the 4th Doctor and now he changed pretty quick. Because he met him in his first episode, which we saw in the last one. And yeah, and this didn't know him that well as well. So yeah, so I just like the concept of that. The Zero Room, I like things are great. Things add into the Doctor mythology. This is one of the better episodes of his Zero, I think, which could also be another list. So yeah, this has been my 5, just not in an order, but 5 episodes I think is really underrated, and I think should get more appreciation. So let me know 5 that you think is underrated in the comments down below, and just let me know what you think of these ones. Do you agree with me that they're underrated? Do you think they're overrated? Do you hate them? Do you like them? Just let me know in the comments and just start a discussion. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I will see you guys next time in another video. See ya. Bye guys.